you very much for your time, my viewers. I really appreciate your time. It doesn't matter whether you spend whether it is for just viewing my channel or anything, because at the end of the day, we are here to use these platforms to educate people about what they don't know. For today, I'm going to look at cultures, but culture in a different way. I remember in my other sessions or videos, I was talking about my culture from my society, but I'm looking at culture in a different way and in the way of how the pregnant women were looking after themselves in that time, or they were looked after, or they are still looked after. You find that in this session, I'm looking at so many area parts, but not the entire world. Of course, cultures are in the entire world, but I did something about a few of them, and the rest I want to see how my viewers can challenge me on what they know about how pregnant women are catered for in society or in their society, isn't it? So you'll find that here I'll start with the Chinese culture. The Chinese people are so decent, they are so disciplined. By the way, I appreciate that they are decent, they are disciplined, and they are principled people. That's one thing I can admire from them. You see, tough, principled people and decent people, it's not easy to find, but these people are so disciplined and decent and principled. And you find that in the Chinese culture, pregnant women were catered for in the following way. Women were told to stay inside for a month after giving birth. Nobody comes in and nobody comes out. Imagine you have given birth and no one is coming in to look after you and nobody is coming out. And they're saying nobody in this period is supposed to come in, and you're not supposed to feed on cold foods because cold food irritate wounds. And remember, you have just given birth. You don't want to contaminate your uterus with other infections because it's prone to infection. So you find that here the pregnant women were not supposed to feed on cold foods. That's the Chinese culture. And you find that even bashing was not accepted because they believe that we need to do what to stay in a warm environment, and in that culture you are supposed to, it's called a sitting period when for a pregnant woman anyway. That's the sitting period. You don't, no one comes in your place, you don't go out, you don't bath, you don't feed on cold food. So it's called a sitting period. That is the Chinese culture. And when you look at Ghana, and this is another place, and this is in Africa, you see it's a wide topic. So today I'll look at only two areas. That is the Chinese people, and now I'm looking at Ghana, Africa. Then in another session, I'll look at other parts of the nation. I'll try to do more research and do what I can. So in Ghana, women were doing more of praying. And you find that these ones who are doing more of praying were using holy water, anointing oil, and others who are not doing more of praying were going by the traditional beliefs. And these traditional beliefs depended on how one was believing in them. A case in point, you find that for them, in the times where they are traditionally using these things, a woman was tied for 3 days. You see, you be tied somewhere in a camp for 3 days. In those 3 days, you are bathed, you shower urine, your own urine, and again, after the 3 days have elapsed or are over, you go out at dawn and buy the small onions. And those onions, you make sure you don't meet or talk to anyone. I believe it chases away, it ensures protection, safe protection to the person and the baby, and also a safe delivery. So you find that it was a tricky culture, but again, it's a belief. And I'm not against anyone because even me have my own beliefs in my culture and my country. So for me, I was challenged by these cultures. You find that for them traditionally, they believe that a woman should bath their urine, be tied somewhere for 3 days. They go out and don't buy the small onions, and they're not supposed to talk to anyone. And that is a way of protecting them from any evil attacks. That is the Ghanaian society. Those ones who are prayerful, who are praying using anointing oil until death. So, my viewers, in case you have anything about the Ghanaian society and the Chinese culture of how women were taken care of when they are pregnant, you can share with us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll bring more and more cultures and more society on how pregnant women were catered for when they were